Pete. There's been a lot of chatter in the series back and forth about all manner of mind games and everything. Was this a nice game for you guys? Because it just seemed like you played your game, sort of the team sort of dictated the pace and won the way you wanted to win.
Yeah, I mean, first, it was a really tough series, and credit to Dean Evison and the Wild. I mean, it's a really good team. I think I read a quote before the series started that Bill Guerin said it was better than last year's team, which had 113 points, and I wouldn't deny that. It was a hell of a test for us. I think Pav going down early in that series, rattled us a little bit. But I think I said yesterday or the day before that I thought we had kind of moved past that, and we're starting to play well. Kind of, game 5, game 6, I thought we were getting better as the series went on. So we worked through some stuff against a really tough opponent, and proud of our group.
Jake said this was maybe the best defensive game that you guys have played in front of him. Would you agree with that? And what do you make about the defensive structure overall?
Yeah. Well, we've been a good defensive team all year. I think, we were really solid tonight. I thought we were pretty good in Game 5 too, the shutout game. I think our entire game started to really get better in the latter part of the series. And again, you have to give credit to them. They had us running around early in that series with physical play, with the injuries to Pav, with some other things. So we had to work into that. But really happy for Jake. Nothing better than winning in your hometown. It's real important to him, and we all recognize that, and really happy obviously for Ryan Suter too. Same thing.
With Rope and Tyler, I obviously played such a big part in this series, so I guess is it appropriate that those two connect for that critical first goal for you guys?
Yeah. I mean, what can you say about Rupe? I mean, he was fantastic all series. Just went to a whole nother level, and I thought Tyler Seguin was outstanding. And, when Joe Pavelski goes down, that's not an easy spot to fill. And, he worked, he got better, and like our team got better as the series went on, got more confident in that spot. And, we wouldn't be sitting here, moving on to the next round tonight without Tyler Seguin's contributions in this series.
Can you say how close Joe was or where he's at as far as moving forward?
Yeah, he was close. I think, I would have had to hire a team of 10 guys to probably keep him out of Game 7 if we got to that point. Would he have been 100%? I don't know, but the extra rest is definitely going to help.
Pete, you mentioned Pavelski situation. As a head coach, what do you do in that situation when it's not just 78 points, but it's also the kind of leader that he is in the locker room? How do you kind of, as a head coach, control that situation before it gets out of hand with the rest of the team?
Well, he's such an important part of our group, and the immediate reaction of your group is, everyone wants revenge. They want to avenge, the hit, do it and avenge it for a real important part of our team that's laying on the ice and not available to play. So we wanted to try and get the temperature down on that as quickly as we could, and get our focus back on the best thing we can do for Pav is to win the series and let him play again. And I think once we kind of reset that, I thought our group did a much better job.
What goes on at the end of the second period there, and how important is it? Because they really were pushing hard to make it 2-1, and then boom, out of nowhere, it's 3-0.
Yeah, huge goal by Mush. Again, we got contributions from everyone. I think Max Domi had 3 points in the last 2 games. Mush had a couple goals. The story was we couldn't score 5-on-5. We've been a good 5-on-5 team all year. We scored 3 5-on-5 tonight. So, like I said, I think you have to give Minnesota credit for the early part of that series, kind of, the situation they got us in. And again, I thought our group worked through that, and we're getting better. And I have no doubt if this would have gone 7, we would have had a real good Game 7.
I know it's only your first year here, but you've been in the NHL for a long time. You've seen the older core of Ben, Sagan, Radulov, whatever, the guys before. What's it like to watch this new group of Robertson, Hintz, Ottinger, Heiskanen, Johnston, Harley kind of come in and win this series here?
Well, it's exciting. I mean, those guys, that's what this league is all about. And, if you want to be able to win, you have to have those layers of and depth of skill. And, and then, we got those, we've got a great core, we got a great group of young guys, and then we got some great soldiers in there too, mixed in there. Hakanpää and Lindell and Faxa, Glendening, Kiviranta, who killed some huge penalties the entire series. We've got a real good blend.
How big is it Sunday to kind of put your feet up and hope for triple overtime with Colorado and Seattle?
Yeah, listen, you know what? I've been on some long playoff runs, and you can't underestimate some extra days off at this point. And we're going to take full advantage of them. We need them. We're beaten and bruised, and Minnesota made sure that that they took a chunk out of us on the way out here.